let's move on to the next question. This one from Paul Calamato. With the PC-centric direction that Microsoft is rumored to be heading towards when it comes to hardware, do you foresee the Xbox Series X becoming a highly sought-out retro console in the future? If quote-unquote Xbox just became the branding for UI mode in Windows for PC handheld and console-like devices, presumably the games library and licenses would all be left behind on the legacy consoles, leaving the Series X as the most capable system for accessing all of the content from the old console ecosystem. I think from one perspective, that's probably quite right, but more to the point from the idea of physical media. You're going to need it because, your Series S, it hasn't got a disk drive, right? So it kind of rules out being able to access all of your old 360 and OG Xbox games, right? The Series X does have the disk drive, so it can fulfill that task. However, I think the thing that maybe Paul Calamato is possibly overlooking here is the concept that, well, what if your Xbox library of console games will run on your PC in the future? On your PC-like device that Microsoft produces. That's almost certainly going to happen. The question is whether it would also happen to Windows more generally, because I think Microsoft are going to try and do something along that to make every PC an Xbox. That would be the direction of travel. But you do need to have access to that digital library in order to be able to compete with Steam, which is basically, again, the kind of software side of the forever platform that the PC is. Thoughts, Alex?
I see it exactly like you. I also really, though, want to see, I think Series X will fill that niche for some people who have the box copies of Xbox games, like you just said. I do think the adorably all digital is the next Xbox.
Yes.
They've been trying to do it since the Xbox One, and they kind of gotten there already. And that's just the final step, the fact that Xbox Series consoles haven't sold so well. So they're going to be all in on that digital future next time around. And I think that is a good place to have an Xbox Series X potentially, if you still want to play those games. But I'm of the opinion that Microsoft's going to make a way to make it so that you carry your digital library at least up to onto the newer PC-like ecosystem, including Xbox 360 releases. Just not sure how they're doing it yet, but I hope it's pretty much as seamless as can hopefully be, with no ugly stream your Xbox 360 game option. I don't want that.
That would be outrageous. I mean, fundamentally, those emulators are software, which are running on an x86 processor with a Radeon GPU that's DX compliant. So I don't see why you couldn't do it.
Yeah, and it originally came out also during the Xbox One era, when Xbox One was not even using DX12 yet. If you remember that.
Yeah.
There's the mono driver, etc. I go back in time. Sorry. But it was originally created at a time when it wasn't even completely low level. So this should be eminently portable to PC. Please bring that to PC, right?
Yeah. Oliver, Xbox Series X retro console?
I don't think it'll be much of a retro console, just because if you have a next generation Xbox console and if it is able to run those games, but we're on Xbox One and Xbox Series and maybe even Xbox 360 and original Xbox in a performant manner, why would you keep around that hardware necessarily? I'm not sure, especially if it has full backwards compatibility with Xbox Series software, which is maybe a high bar, but if they could get it there, there isn't that much reason to stick with that older hardware. Even in my case, looking at a PS5, that basically is a complete encapsulation of the PS4 for gaming purposes, right? So if that's the case here, if the situation is comparable, I don't think they'll hold on to them.
It is basically the whole physical media question that needs to be solved, which the Series X would solve, but I think there needs to be some kind of all-encompassing solution for transferring those discs into your digital library. Otherwise, that makes things quite tricky, doesn't it?